Mm.
Why are you so awesome?
I'm not. That's the funny thing.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Was that
I'll put it back
tinted?
on. Yeah. It's the MSA Millennium Gas Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be tinted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. They have tinted ones.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh! God damn it. It'd be quite funny if she incorporates, what is it, the muffling into it.
Alright.
16.
So bad.
Why? Or the one I'm wearing. No.
It's a
You're both wear-
3-point harness.
Oh.
Op scores are not 3-point harnesses.
Anyway. Alrighty, everybody's here. Good, good, good. Alright, let's go do this. So, first on the list, boys on the tour, boys and girls on the tour, we're gonna go through the infantry, actually at least the default camos and stuff, and the two different major forces that we'll probably see. I did not put the VDV down, but it's just they have a different shirt under it, but I'll show you. It's not a big deal.
BDV are some
Can't
scary
they-
motherfuckers.
Can't you sing this song?
Mr. Waller,
Yes,
The song?
sorry I interrupted my okay to take Wags over to the vehicles, since we're not really going to know about infantry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wags with me.
Kinter, do you not know the
Oh.
VDV song?
The Russian one with the
Nope.
80s action dude,
Oh my
Brexit
God.
or Bloody.
He doesn't know this. Oh, I'm after
Yep.
this. I'm linking it to him, and we're watching it together because you're just gonna lose your shit.
All right, guys. So over here, follow my voice.
Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
So this group right here, these are the Spetsnaz dudes. All right. They're as you can see, they've got their Gorkas on, and they've got the green camos and stuff like that. So just make sure you guys look at these, because yeah,
They look
these are
very
bad
similar
guys.
to ours.
Very similar to ours. Study them, and there's another variant of these, and I'll show you when we go to the next group. But there's another variant that we really need to be careful with. Yeah. So
When did Minnie join the Spetsnaz?
I think the big giveaway, guys, when you guys doing PID course, as you look at us, we're gonna probably have vests on more often, and honestly,
Helmets.
just look at the detail and helmets. Yeah. So. All
And the
right.
fact, we're not carrying bisons.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they're all carrying bisons. Seems weird.
No, that one guy's got to be at that.
Yeah, and one of them's got an AK 74U.
And he should also have a secondary primary rifle.
So these are the kind of the general basic infantry guys. These guys are in the desert camos for the Russians.
He is very bright.
He's very bright. I don't know why he's that white. It's Cup. I'm not going to ask any questions on that. But you look through here, and these are the other guys in the back.
Well, it is Cup. We'll be able to see these guys from a mile away anyway, so... Just these white silhouettes across the fucking sky. Like, what the fuck is that?
So you. Alright. This is the other group that the one that we really need to be concerned with, like for infantry. This is the other Spetsnaz group. So there's two variants of Spetsnaz. This is the other one.
So we can define these guys by the balaclavas.
Balaclavas.
And they're wearing ops core?
Yes, they have ops cores.
Yeah, they look very much like we do. So, NATO-looking Russians.
So if they look like us but they carry AK, shoot them.
That's
So
not
what about
can't
him?
hear. Not can't hear. So,
You can't see it, but I just turned towards him and zoomed my camera in menacingly.
Yeah, this is why you're not allowed to carry the AK.
I'll be fine.
That's the risk he's willing to take.
but that's why this is like, guys, make sure you PID. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, knowing what our guys wear, you can probably tell by the helmets and probably the gear that they're wearing that, hey, those are probably not us.
Yeah,
Positioning also helps.
Mm-hmm.
they've got fucking JPCs and
Why did he just pull out his pistol?
I think his weapon got taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead. It's on the floor behind you.
All
So it is
right.
nice that he's still got a
My day,
Makarov.
bud. Do it. Do it.
But it's a silenced Makarov. It's still a Makarov.
Yeah. It's a macro variant.
But I look
So
like
this
I
is
like
another
Russian weaponry.
infantry group. What's the big difference between the regular MSV infantry, I guess is what they would be called class-wise, and the
Mountain camo.
VDV? The VDV is gonna have the blue and white undershirts under their BDUs. So if you see the blue and whites under them, those are probably gonna be VDV. That was the big difference I saw between both. So if you guys want to identify what they are specifically, just look at the where their the V neck would be, because the VDV guys will have them.
If they're done properly, VDV are also kind of scary.
Yes.
Not quite Spetsnaz. But they're line infantry that are almost as good.
And then these, I think, are the Spetsnaz Autumn, so it's like the first group that we saw, it's just this is the Autumn camo.
So
what they
anything
call it.
wearing a Gorka, kill it.
That's, yeah. Pretty much.
What are you looking at me for?
Just in
Don't
case.
don't wear a Gorka.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna go start down here, guys. You have any questions on what they wear and stuff? It's gonna be standard Russian kit. Otherwise, you might see officers and stuff too with berets. Usually they'll be wearing berets. I'm trying to think anything else bloody that we need to tell them for description-wise for what we're gonna do.
There's many.
No, either officer caps or berets, pretty much.
Yeah. I'll wait for Philly and Manny to catch up before we start this, because this is the important part, honestly, of what we're about to do.
Alright, I'll go grab him from
Yeah.
the start area.
What's the difference between this and this? One has guns, one does not.
One shoots at you, one shoots at planes.
Yeah. He's gonna kill you with that go-kart. Is that your command mobility vehicle, Zach? Yep. MC... DMV.
I'll put earplugs in just in case.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, no, Brexit, it's my I'm lazy vehicle, so I don't feel like walking.
I just imagine Zach just on base, just going, meow.
There's a random go-kart.
Wait for Minnie. Just sit right here, boys and girls.
The Russian grenade launcher.
Well,
The
no
scarier grenade launcher.
Again, priority target for anti-infantry.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you kill it.
Cords.
Matus, if you can even target it on your radar. Again, same with any other Matus that I've talked about.
Right.
Keep moving, take it from a distance, stay mobile.
Stay behind something.
Or behind something, that works too. Yeah, your
Is-
forwards here,
yeah.
they're a big threat to choppers. If you're in an A10 though, it's not really going to be that much of a big deal. Try and kill them, but someone can get a laser on it, that'll be even better.
Instantly pulls out laser designate. Oh no, wait, he's got the fucking vector.
So
ADS 30,
I know.
again, same as the mortar, same as the Dishkin. Not much of a threat to you, but a threat to infantry, so
Right.
take it out when you can. D30s, same with any other artillery piece, priority target. And then
Really,
it's
Star?
the ZU 23. Doesn't look like
Really,
much of a
Star?
threat, but a stationary target
What?
gets shredded by it.
Looking at the angle of fire.
Yeah, it does. Same with the Matus.
You're holding your slongy there, boy. I think you're overcompensating a little bit.
I trip up on these all the time. Is a
Also, you've snapped your fucking wrist.
Recoil right into the dick.
into the dick.
Oh!
Also, he looked like a fucking three-toed sloth with how long his arms were.
They're not a Dishcum turret. What?
There should be.
There should be. There should be a bunch of them.
I have to go look for them. Hang on.
Maybe there's not another seat on there.
The SHK.
I mean, it's basically a
Oh, there
smaller
it is.
cord.
I found it. It wasn't in the list for the Russians, but yeah, I'll put those here.
It's basically a smaller cord.
Yeah.
It-
There
yeah.
we go. So, what's the difference between the cord and the Dishcum, boys and girls?
So, who wants to guess what the Dishka is chambered for?
12.7 API.
This is,
Yep.
yeah, the cord's the
Yeah.
14.5.
Bigger
Yep.
caliber.
So, I mean,
That is the difference between a Dishka and a cord.
yeah. And the fire rate is about, I'd say for 14.5, it's about the same. So,
Cord's a little bit slower.
yeah, but it's bigger rounds, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't either.
But the big thing about these that we need to worry about is
That they're
there is
HMGs.
infantry teams that carry them that they can set up, and there's also them on vehicles and stuff like that, because they do, and I don't know if all of the Russian ones have them in cup, but I know that there's some variants where they'll have those mounted, or they'll have cords mounted on the back on the tanks. Because Russians like to put anti-aircraft guns on their tanks for some reason. I don't know why. I never.
Stop top-down attack?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's a stop
So-
top-down attack, ain't it? So.
Apparently, and so yeah, you'll see those a lot. And these things will fuck your day up. So they will fuck your day up.
Train's got no brakes.
Rape train don't know when to quit.
At least they aren't mounting AGS 30s on the back. They're even scarier than
Damn
Mark
it, Star.
19s.
Yeah, you can do that, guys.
Yeah. Star, you're gonna burn
Alright.
out the fucking
like-
heels on your shoes.
Focus in, please. Focus in. So, the dish gum and the cord. These things are terrifying, especially this one. Cord bigger round, 14.5, and then, like you said, 12.7. So.
I think the cords are still only 12.7.
They shouldn't be, unless they're coded that way. They might be in cup, I'm not sure. They should still be 14.5s. Anyway, moving on. So, these you guys will see on vehicles, and you'll also see them in the field or in bases and stuff like that. This right here,
Cord is 12.7.
is it a 12.7?
Yep. 12.7.
There's a no, they have two variants of it. That's right. There's a 14.5 too. I think.
Let me check right quick.
No.
I think the NSV was the 14.
Oh.
Yeah, the 14.5
Yeah.
has been phased out.
Okay. So 12.7s. Anyway, they'll still fuck your day up. This right here, guys. This next one, AGS 30. Grenade machine gun. Basically, the Russian Mark 19. You'll see it on vehicles, specifically more of like botniks or and we'll
UAZ.
get to those like the smaller wheeled vehicles and stuff like that. These don't really show up on tanks in the mod, but they do show up on the smaller Vics. So
APV,
these
that's
are
what it is.
will ruin your day as well. You guys know the drill with the AGS-30. The Metis. You guys
We should
know
all
what
be
this is.
familiar
We should
with
all
the
be
Metis.
familiar with the Metis. Do I need to
It'll
go over
ruin your
that?
day.
It will ruin your day if you don't kill it, so that's a priority, guys. Make sure, especially if we have vehicles in the field, that needs to die. If
At least
you
they
guys see
can't
that.
carry fucking thermobaric rounds in this.
Yeah. On the cord?
Thermobaric
Metis.
rounds in the cord?
What? Hold on.
Oh.
Holy
Thermo
fuck.
50 cal.
No, just people in the cords over there that are muted. I can't really hear what they're saying. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a Portnos.
Potnos,
ruin
yeah,
your
this is
day.
their mortar.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a 81 millimeter, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, it's 81 millimeter mortar for them. Pretty indirect fire. If you guys see this, you guys know what to do. It's mortar. It's probably gonna ruin your day.
If you get elevated above one, I have seen them direct fire the fuckers.
Oh, okay. Can you guys not get out?
We can.
That's why. It's not an 81, it's an 82.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the fucking Ruskies, they build
Alright.
everything at least 1 millimeter
D30
bigger so they
guys.
can use our rounds.
Now, what needs to be noted about these is there's two different variants. There is the artillery version, which I believe this is the representation of, yes. And then there's also an AT version that they basically can shoot straight across. Both of them can shoot at level, but there's one that can't elevate.
Both of them will also ruin your day.
Yes. So RD pieces,
Although,
these are
Waller,
important. Yeah.
The difference is one fires a high velocity round, the other one fires a low velocity artillery round.
There you go. Oh yeah, D30, big guns, Doom, Zoo 23. You'll be seeing
Ruin
these
your
maybe a little bit.
Oh god.
I
Formerly
think
known as a Zeus
honestly-
gun before Zeus
Honestly,
was a
with
thing.
how much we've killed these in the past, it's like we've killed the entire world production run
Supply.
of these things. Honestly, so we'll get some variety, but you guys will see zoos once in a while. Mainly, probably going to be base defenses. So
They're fucking terrifying.
keep
as
that
infantry.
in mind. Alright. Pretty easy. Alright, boys and girls. Any questions on the placed weapons?
Take that as a no.
I'm taking that as a no. Everybody follow me. Alright.
You know,
we're
that
gonna
looks like
start on
one
the
of them,
tanks.
like, Walmart chairs that you get.
So, anybody tell me what this is?
T-55.
A tank.
Russian.
Who said
Oh, wait, no.
T55?
Benny, what is this? Without
The
looking,
guy who was supposed to know
Go
the
stand
difference.
against the wall.
without looking at the scroll wheel.
I didn't say T-55. I just said Russian.
Yeah, that
What
was
is
Is
it
that
though?
tank?
Wasn't
What is it,
paying
Vinny?
attention.
T-60.
It is a Ural.
Yes.
It's a 72.
T-62.
72.
72.
I was off
It is
by
a
a
And
Ural,
how
though.
you can tell how can you tell it's a 72? Let me ask
Turret
you
shape.
what you need to look for when you're identifying these kind of tanks.
It's the
Look
turret.
at when you're looking at things, what kind of sight is on the turret there, because you guys should be able to see that it's pretty prominent.
Dazzler.
72s are going to have that single like that. Also,
By the
what
way,
you
if you're
can
shooting
also
at them
look
from the
here's
front
fuel
with
tanks, like on the back.
rockets,
Anything a little, any of the newer stuff is, you'll see it on the 90, but they're a little bit different. They're not as spaced out. There's also the logs on the back here, and you also can do right on this tank. So that's how the T-72 is gonna look.
if you have to shoot at this from
Mainly,
the
it's
front,
gonna probably have dishkums on it and or a cord.
that might
I've
be
seen
more-
one with
Yeah,
a cord
yeah.
on it.
You're coming across.
Yep.
Yeah, if you have to shoot at this from the front, the best spot is this little Dazzler.
I can't even hear him over here.
You
I
can't?
can hear him.
I can't hear him. He's like really far away.
I'm right here.
I can hear him.
Yeah, he's coming through perfectly clear for me.
Yeah, same here.
Where am I for you, Waller?
You're in the turret still.
Oh, well.
You
Well,
guys are
you're on
both
drugs
over
then,
here.
because I'm on the tank.
Oh,
Literally standing on it.
Shit.
Okay, that's why I apologize. I was talking over you, dude. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, someone's lagging. I think
That would be you.
maybe me. Hang on. Let me
It's a
I
see.
did
big
try to
lag.
get in the turret, but it wouldn't let me.
I'll be
Anyway,
right back.
yeah, the best place to shoot this thing, if all you have is the front, is this IR Dazzler next to the barrel.
Mm.
It theoretically should, but apparently doesn't.
Cups don't, because Cup doesn't have that base armor. It's Cup's dumb, so.
Theoretically, or realistically, there's the same amount of armor there, but in Cup, that is considered lower armor, I guess. For some reason. I don't know. If you get a shot at the rear, the tanks and engine are amazing. Oh, hey, now I'm in the turret.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Guess so.
I just went into Zeus apparently, and it all woke up. You guys hear me now? Can't you move?
Uh-huh.
You move for me? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. I must have been hanging on something.
Well,
That's weird.
while you were hung, or when you went into Zeus, it teleported me onto the turret.
Same.
Huh. Okay.
So I went to where you saw me,
Huh. That's a little weird.
and then but I was
Anyway.
able to get out.
Okay.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, 272.
Weak points, Dazzler, engine, fuel tanks.
The big one, the big kill shot for you guys with AT is gonna be the fuel tanks on these. So they're extra.
Technically,
extra.
it's fucking supposed to be external, but I don't know how Cup deals with that.
This is a really easy target to hit though with your missiles, and just it causes big ol' explosion of doom. So. All right.
Alright, what's this one, gentlemen?
Without looking.
Oh, the next one? That's definitely a T90.
This is another
Incorrect.
Ural.
This is literally another T-70. It's the exact
Not
thing.
talking about that one, I'm talking about the one over there.
Okay, yeah, that's a 90.
Yeah.
It's got the Chechen's eyes.
Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, guys. T90. If you
Eyes
see
of
those
doom.
looking back at you,
Run.
Run.
Just run.
yeah.
Don't stand there. Be gone.
If those are
Treat
looking
yourself
at you
like
like
a
that,
salt.
that is the telltale sign. That's the telltale sign of a T90
Breaks
is
it.
the eyes. So
Make them stop and be gone.
Yeah, eyes, angular armor on the fucking turret, the fact that it's got a cord instead of a fucking dishka.
Yep.
Great shot from the front is only going to be treads, barrel, or if you can
Run.
fucking land it right up underneath the fucking turret, but
yeah.
that's a hell of a shot.
Especially
I
if it's have not done any testing on the T90, so I can't tell you what the actual weak point is in Cup.
The 90 and the cups, the little limited testing I did with the fuel tanks, again, like the 72, and I think the rear shots are going to probably be your best bet, or calling air, honestly.
Or tracks, or
Yeah.
I mean gun barrel.
Tracks won't kill it or stop it shooting back, though.
Yeah, but they'll.
Just means we get maneuver
It'll
advantage.
freak the
It'll
crew
probably
out. It'll freak the crew.
of Melvale.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing
Yeah,
is
that's
pull
actually.
up my Maz, fire HE in front of the thing to create a makeshift smoke screen, and then run.
Don't
But
think
no, if
that'll
you
work
got-
too well, unfortunately.
Just start
but...
carrying smoke.
If you guys don't have AT for some reason, you have one of these roll up on you. In terms of like, if you still have like say HE Moz, try and go for track shots. That's going to be your best bet. Try and force a crew bail because the AI that we've seen, they tend to crew bail pretty early. They don't like to stay in the
don't.
tanks.
Or
Yeah,
if you
they
can't
don't
do
like to
that,
be in an
roll onto
immobilized
your
tank.
bellies and surrender.
Or call us and we'll come rolling up with something and kill it with something that can probably kill it. So anyway, yeah.
Let's surrender.
Actually,
So
It's
you guys should all know what this is. It's pretty iconic.
This is a ZSU 23-4.
Yep.
Fuel cap.
Also known as a
Also
Shilka.
fucking terrifying. I remember this
You
rolling up
differentiated.
on commandos and then having to kill it with a tank.
Uh-huh. It could be differentiated from the Tunguska over there because
Smaller.
it's got a pie pan for a radar dish.
Yes.
It's got
Also,
the
there's no
round
missiles
dish.
on the sides.
Yeah,
That
there's no
doesn't have
missiles all.
fucking
It's all
missiles.
shits in the
Those
middle.
gun barrels.
But silhouette-wise, pie pan.
Yeah. And this thing, again, side shots, rear shot will probably insta-kill this thing pretty much.
It's pretty much made out of aluminum.
This thing is really weak, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lightly armored, but ZSU 23-4.
Yeah.
Shilka.
Minnie, what's this?
No, hold
Which
on,
one?
hold on. Waller, what's this called?
What?
What is this called, Waller?
Tuka-
You still can't get it right.
Angusta.
Tunguska. There you go.
There you go.
Tongue twister.
I know
It's
that's
a tongue
easy,
twister
yes.
of a name sometimes.
Tongue twister. That's
Uh-huh.
its new name.
Tongue twister. But
The Icarian
This
name
is-
for it.
this is the most state-of-the-art SHORAD that pretty much that they have in the game from Russia. I know they probably have better ones now in terms of real world, but this thing is probably one of the more terrifying things to see. If we see
Just
these in
on
the field
Tunguska
or the
Ms.
Shilka, this is like priority numero uno to needs to die. These boats need to die. These boats need to die. So
Don't think it's modeled in Arma, but the missiles the Tunguska carried are optically guided, so they can't be countermeasured.
yeah, and it's not normal.
The fuck did you just do to the radar?
It just went faster. Don't worry about it. It's lag.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Fucking Tunguska on crack.
But
Fucking
this
milli-
has
mi-
the
that
double
was
barrel
millimeter
23
wave radar.
mils, the radar guided rounds, all that fun stuff. That's you've got 4 barrels, same thing. Again, this is weak as hell in terms of armor, but these aren't designed to be taking shots from tanks. So
Yeah. It's armored against small arms, really, and that's pretty much it.
mhm.
So who
Maybe
knows the
50s.
differences between all the BMPs?
Well, we'll go through it.
You want me to go
That
through it?
depends on what you
Yeah,
mean
go
by
ahead,
all
Zach.
the BMPs.
Zach, you're up. Go ahead, Cash.
All right.
Difference is the main gun.
All right, guys, pay attention, please.
Key difference: main gun, BMP2. You're looking at an autocannon, dual fed HE and AP. This thing likes to pretend it's one of those and try and shoot down aircraft with both its cannon and its missiles. So, you know,
That's a
Actually,
tow.
helicopters.
That is a tow on top, by the way.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a tow, but that's how it works. It's like a tow.
I think its actual name is like the Fago or some shit.
Depends
faggot.
which variant of the two, but yeah.
Fake
It's
out.
Go
the
ahead, Zach.
faggot.
BMP-2K. This thing has an antenna in place of its gun barrel to try and fool you and pretend, hey, I'm not a command vehicle. I'm not important. Don't pay any attention to me
This
over
is
here.
a laser.
Keep an eye out for, you know, the hull mounted MG, all these boxes on the back. As soon as you can pick that silhouette out from a distance, you'll know that, hey, pretty important vehicle here usually.
Flash
Somebody
of a missile on
is
top.
somebody's gonna be riding in it, being an
Somewhat
asshole.
important. So
Ambulance.
Do not
Arms.
shoot.
if it's marked,
Shooting
please
it's a
don't-
war crime.
Yep.
So,
So only
Is
I'm allowed to do
disabling
it.
it a war crime?
technically,
Yes.
I think attacking them in general is supposedly a war crime, but that doesn't stop many people. Most of them just use that big diamond as a target.
God
Yeah.
damn it. Did Brexit fucking disappear again?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, Zach, take this one, sir, because this
Alright,
is the one that's important.
so as a general notice to
Yeah.
you, we've issued a requisition with the Icarian Marine Corps, and we have at our disposal once again BMP3s. So we use these as well as the Russians. 100mm gun fires HE frag, 30mm coaxial autocannon HE AP. The gun also capable of firing ATGMs and just generally all around a bad day. Also has 2 hull NGs mounted for passengers to use. They don't have a very wide
Firing
field
arc
of
is
fire.
shit.
Traverse, yeah.
Yeah, it really is like
And there's no real aiming. There's no, yeah. See, that's about what you get. And the
That's it.
aiming, there's no aiming article for it. So it's
So-
legitimately just to suppress.
They're a suppression thing. Make people keep their heads down while this thing's advancing. But if we're using one in an AO, we will definitely make sure, be like, hey guys, we've got one of these. Be aware.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
we'll try and tell you where we're at. And we're
be
also
aware. Z is working on a paint job for it, so it will be differentiated by the paint.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I'm not gonna count that until we have it, just because life happens.
That's true.
Huh.
All right, Mini.
This has a thing on the front.
Ah,
What is this?
goofy.
What's the designation?
No mouse wheel. No mouse wheel.
If I get a cookie, if I get it.
Wolf, I know you know this stuff.
Can he have my
Mini knows
cookie
this
if he
stuff.
gets it?
It's a T-62, he says.
Yes. I have no clue. It's Russian. That's all I know.
BRDM2. Okay. Remember
It's
that.
Russian, and I can probably kill it with a Moz.
Yes.
Oh no, you could definitely kill one of these.
BRDM2. This is basically it's a reconnaissance vehicle. It's been in service since like literally I think the beginning of the Cold War. They've had this thing for a long time.
I
Yep.
want to say the 60s.
Yeah, 60. It's like
50s,
60s. Go
You
ahead,
forgot
Zach.
the variants.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't have all the variants. This was the only one that they have.
Oh yeah, I suppose they wouldn't because old.
Yep.
It is technically 8-wheeled, and it's amphibious.
Mm-hmm. There's more wheels down below.
Yeah, technically.
But
They're not even really wheels. They're just kind of metal drums.
these are actually NPC capable. These are one of the first vehicles ever to be. That was one of the cool little facts that I learned when I actually went right into this. This is one of the first ones that they made. So if you see this running around, there's probably a reconnaissance force or something of that nature. The Russians tend to use that more of just kind of recon and movement of recon troops. They don't really use it in offensive stuff. They have better things for it. All right, Mini, without looking, what is this?
ERDM.
It's the other one. It's the other one. It's really
Really
fun to
Mini.
play with.
BTR.
Which variant? What number?
Yay. Ooh, can you get
fuck
this
it.
part?
1,
No,
2.
no.
We're gonna be
Right.
here for a while.
Got one more guess, Mini. What number BTR is this?
62.
I mean, he's closer.
Closer. I mean, it's not. It's, at least he didn't
He no
say
longer
BTR
thinks it was
40.
made in 1901. So,
So Mini and everybody, BTR 90. This is the HQ variant. This is the most advanced APC, wheeled APC that they will have. Okay, this
Kill it.
thing is actually terrifying, and I'll show you why with the next one. The HQ variant basically doesn't have a gun. All it has is the MG on top. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this. So BTR 90. This is the regular APC variant. Now, what's scary about this vehicle is it's got the 30. It's got a autocannon. As you can see, it also has the missile launcher on top there. And if I remember right, there is a mortar modeled on there. Is that mortar actually selectable?
Oh, the mortar is not modeled, but
It should be.
Hang on, what was it? Oh, it's a grenade launcher. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an AGS-30. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's an AGS-30. I thought it was a mortar. So.
there are mortar variants. I don't know
Yeah,
if they're
it's an
mortar variants in
AGS-30
Cup,
on there.
but they exist.
And they can carry infantry. This is also airdroppable, so VDB do have these.
And
EVDB
they
also
use-
have BMPs too. So
And these have thermal optics as
yes.
well.
So
Everything here is airdroppable except the tanks.
yes,
TLDR just fuck my shit up.
this needs to die. If you guys see this, this is something that you need to be really worried about when you guys see it in the field. Okay. Well, they do BMPs also, so they have two different versions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're getting into the arty pack here. Okay.
BMPs are
It's this one. This one
airdroppable, but
is
it's
the
hard.
281?
2S1.
2S1.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take a.
Be advised that cannon can be fired as a direct weapon.
Also be advised, this thing can swim.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
amphib.
Who's the
That
BTRs, by
terrifying.
the way?
What was that, Canther?
Who are the BTRs, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everything in the Russian arsenal that isn't a tank or a transport girl can swim.
You
Amphib,
need a
yeah.
navy somehow.
Actually,
Yes.
that's the only artillery piece that can swim.
Yeah, this one right here.
2S19. Again, I think this is a. It's got an autoloader on the back.
Yeah, it should. If it's modeled correctly.
Yeah, it's there.
It doesn't animate, but it's there.
No, but it's there. Yeah. So if you guys see these, that's what these are. Sorry pieces. Again, here is another. This is the 2S3. Right here. Again, RD piece, indirect fire. Oh yes, everybody's favorite 2S5. Yep.
Where they took an office chair and welded it to the hull.
Look at me.
Gotta
I have
reuse
guns
equipment
now.
somehow.
So
Actually, no. You cannot shoot the gunner.
invisible.
That's
Gunner's
just to see
invisible.
somebody to ride in. That's all.
Mhm.
They put a dummy there, so when you shoot the dummy, they think the gunner's dead, and then it just fires on you.
What the heck is this thing? I've actually
Here we
never
go.
seen.
It's an MLRS.
This is probably,
Kind of.
well,
It-
this is the second closest variant, or second closest Russian equivalent to the MLRS
Oh, okay.
Mars. The closest
it's-
is the Smerch.
It's well, just sitting right there. But yeah, it's an MLRS system,
Okay.
which is is redundant.
More
so,
accurate
you
than the
know,
BM-21, bigger rockets than the BM-21, longer range.
Yeah. And then you have the Smerch, which is basically
Fucking laser accurate, massive rockets.
But only look, it's the thing Achilles had with a disposable rocket launcher.
Yeah.
That-
If we see these, like this variant at least, that's a problem. Big problem because that's something that is going to escalate at a lot higher level than where
That's a
we would be
nuclear
tactically.
variant then.
Well, there is nuclear HE, and then I think there's a cluster variant as well.
Usually, yeah. they
Chemical,
have three.
biological.
And they can, yeah, fucking. It's a big ballistic missile. You can basically stick anything. You can basically stick anything in the warhead and call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not quite at intercontinental level though, thank God.
No, but it's still an issue that we'll have to deal with. So.
It's theater ballistic weapons. Yay!
Mhm.
High mobility artillery.
Yup. The A222. What
Okay.
variant's called?
Why not?
Basically, they said, "Hey, we're gonna put a turret on this." So there you go.
I
mean-
this is basically a fucking a railgun on wheels.
Yup. And this is a toss.
This is not an MLRS. It's a heavy flamethrower because Russia.
What?
Yeah, it's a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is actually classed as a heavy flamethrower because it fires napalm rockets.
Okay.
Speaking of firing,
Oh god.
Well, at least it didn't catch on fire itself.
They tend to do that, by the way.
Yes,
Alright, run back down here.
Alright, in the direction we fired the rockets. Let's go.
Go, see if we can intercept them.
they're gonna land in the ocean. Don't worry about it. Although we are having fish for dinner
Cool.
for the
Wait,
next few
boiled.
weeks as they wash up on
Char
shore.
grilled?
Now I think charbroiled.
Minnie, what is this?
Yeah.
Minnie, what is this?
T90.
Fun to
No,
shoot.
be serious.
That's what it
Minnie,
is.
What is this?
Ural.
Yes, what kind is this?
God. Ural
What
1.
is it?
Minnie,
Say
Minnie,
it
come
here.
here. Come here.
Minnie! There's a big fuck off sign on the side!
It's something that I want to hit very much with Moz.
Okay.
Good job.
Minnie, I'm asking you an OSHA question. What is that sign?
A safety violation. Explosion.
Explosives. Good job, you know. Good. Good.
Minnie, OSHA question.
Yeah, what's this one, Minnie?
Much more fun to hit. There are people on it. Extremely fun to hit. Fuel.
Okay.
Depends on what's in it, but could be sort of fun to hit, but usually not. Just because if there's not ammunition they're carrying, boring. Oh god, more
Alright.
of these shit. How much
These
do
are-
they make?
UAZs?
Millions.
They literally go, right, what can we use this for? Everything.
US comes up with like a few variants, Humvee, and then they just put a bunch of different shit on it, but it's still called a Humvee.
Jeep,
Why?
Mutt, Humvee.
These are all called the same thing.
Yeah, it's all UAZs. It's just they have different things. You've got your dish gum, you've got your transport, you've got your AGS, you've got your Metis, and you've got your command kind of covered transport down there.
Why does this one look so sad?
Because the lights got shut out.
It was made in Russia. Oh.
Actually,
Those
no.
are those
Why
are low
does this
vis
look
lights.
so sad?
Yeah.
Those
Those
are
are
the
black
black
lights.
oak covers.
Alright. Camp there.
These are your favorite things. We'll
Todd,
let
tell
you
us
talk
about your
them.
favorite vehicles of all time.
Zavodnik?
Yes.
Zavodnik is an armored vehicle. Essentially equivalent to an MRAP. Take a guess as to whether or not it's amphibious.
Of course.
It can swim.
Everything is.
Yes. And it's got, they generally have 2 turret mounts, one front, one rear, which can have either AGS-30, machine gun, and the machine gun can be either PKM or cord. There is also a variant with a, I believe, 40 mil turret that can go on top, but I don't see
it's
it
a
here.
BTR-80 autocannon.
Yeah, it's silly. I don't see it here, but I remember it being in Cup.
It is there. It is a thing.
Yeah.
They're,
just
so
didn't-
they're essentially incredibly deadly minivans.
Mid-A?
Minnie.
Yeah.
What do you do about this one?
Which one? Well. Yep. Sounds about right.
No, but
I wish I could smack him around the back of the head.
It wouldn't matter.
Wait,
I have my
wait,
helmet.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
kill. It's medical.
Wait. Bam.
You do not
Suck.
engage that under any circumstances.
unless if it fires at you first.
Yeah, unless the
That'd be
guys in there
impressive,
start shooting at
considering
you.
it doesn't have a gun.
What if I see
Or
a bunch of
turret.
Chinese hop out?
So,
I mean, if they jump out, if they drive up to us, and then they jump out to assault us, then yes, that vehicle is fair game.
And
Actually,
I feel
real
like
quick.
that vehicle's driving up
Yeah.
so fast, that's
If they
also
jump
fair
out
game.
and they have weapons,
No.
yes, no, or maybe.
If they jump out, have weapons, and engage you, yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Medics can be armed, they just can't actually attack.
don't fire that, please. BM21.
The only thing that transmitted was fire that, please.
Please don't fire that. BM21.
Killjoy.
I am a killjoy. Sorry. We got a lot to do.
And then
Okay.
high-speed death on cocaine.
Yes.
BM21s are scary because they're
I'm just
rocket
gonna say
artillery
this:
and
don't
they can direct
do not
fire.
pull a Werner and try and aim this at people and use it at point blank range, please, because it usually will not end well for you.
They also have
Okay.
a very large blast radius.
Odin, Ra.
And you will get the
Raw,
machine
go.
YouTube.
The 122 millimeter.
Can you let me know when you're clear? Wangaran and I would like to bomb all those targets down there.
We're gonna be a while.
Yeah, it'll be no problem. In the meantime, we're just gonna formation fly.
Yes, that's why I said please don't aim that. Please, honestly, if you guys need to use captured equipment, this is on the list of stuff you do not use. Just don't.
Unless you're shooting it from a distance.
Just don't. Just call me
The-
first before you decide to pull the trigger.
The
on that,
absolute
okay?
minimum range you want to fire this at is like 150 meters.
Yeah, he was firing at like 50, and it was not going well for him.
You will take yourself out if you fire it at 50.
Yes. So, right here. Zoo.
Also that, they will take
This
out
is,
an entire compound if
roll
you throw a
with the
frag
zoo
at
on the
them.
back.
Again,
Just like that.
It's a flatbed truck.
That.
They dropped that in the back and called it a unit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's high-speed death on cocaine.
These are even more terrifying than the static zoos.
Yes, because they
Really, because they
move.
move.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a zoo in place
But less
over there.
terrifying,
What?
less terrifying
Where?
for air because they can detect movement during bomb missiles.
They also have really hilarious flyers.
All right. Over here, boys
Anyway,
and girls.
moving on.
Look at those tires compared to every other fucking Euro.
Yeah.
Birds and cats.
Meow.
MIA.
You are 8.
Yep. These are all the different variants down here of the MI8. And we'll talk about the one on the end.
Yeah, this
but-
chopper's pretty hip.
God.
Just
It's the mainstay transport helicopter for the Russian airborne.
This is the armed variant, isn't it? The one with the gun.
Yeah,
But everything, almost everything they need to do transport with,
Yes.
Oh, no.
even gunship rolls.
Yep.
yeah, we put guns
Yeah, that's
on
the unvariant.
well, we couldn't put guns on.
Minnie, what's the one on the end down there, the big fucker?
Aim for the red star.
What is it? What's the variant? Tell me.
The easiest one to hit.
Big and stupid.
Okay.
That's all I got. I have no idea. 26.
Am I? Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever put that paint job on, thank you.
The MI6. The MI6, Minnie. The call sign for this is the hook. That's the NATO call sign. So whenever, if you guys didn't know this, I know this is super basic for most of you, but NATO assigns all of these a call sign. That's the
Mostly
hook.
because y'all can't pronounce the Russian names.
Yeah, because the Russian name is fucking.
That's a hip.
Yep.
That's a hook.
Hook. And we'll get over here to these.
like
What
the
is this, Minnie?
Kind.
Okay. What's the variant of that one?
Ooh.
Am I 20? Oh shit, is it 8 or 6? 28. We'll go with that. Fuck it.
No, it's not a 28.
28 looks like an
Fine.
Apache.
Oh yeah, that's the
28
other
is
one.
Hammer.
Am I 26 Hind?
Do we-
Am I 24 Hind?
do we
Am I
have any
24
guns
Hind?
in it?
No, not anymore.
Oh, that was RHS, wasn't it?
So this is the
So
Victor.
it's a,
Yep.
Oh, you meant literally like what?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got no idea.
MI24V. Okay, this is the difference between what you can tell the variants, guys, on the Hinds if you see them. The V's have the Gatling nose turret like that.
Yeah, and then the other one is the
The
static one.
P's, which is that one, has the fixed autocannon. Yeah.
And then
Difference in survivability.
The Super Hind has a different turret, so
yeah, the super high.
But those are
used to
export.
fly had the really long fucking chin gun.
yeah.
That-
that's
yeah,
basically-
30 mil
Survivability is
chain.
about the same. You just need to worry about this because that can fuck your shit up in a lot of different angles.
So
The really fast firing 50 cal.
Unless we're up against Russian army, they don't really have night vision capability.
no, which
Which, guess what we're doing next planet?
Russian army. Haha. All right, what's this, Minnie?
Wait, why me?
It's a link.
Because you're
Uh,
the weakest link.
Well, yeah, I don't know Russian shit mostly.
This is why we're doing this, Minnie.
Weirdly
Am
enough, you have
I-
a Russian
am I
enthusiast as a
BN?
team leader.
K60.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go for it. It's K60.
Kasaka.
Kasaka. There is a variant. We've seen this. It's had the variant. There's one with a grenade launcher off the side. It's got rockets and it can carry like 8 people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the Russian copied the Dolphin that we built for the Coast Guard, and
Funny
they made the
enough.
helicopter out of it.
That wasn't wrong. Balloon nose. The end.
Yeah, it's just a copy of. It's literally just a rip off of the Dolphin.
Dolphin.
And then the Chinese have a rip off of this.
Yes.
Yep. So one
Go ahead, guys.
last
Hang on.
interesting fact I discovered about the Kasaka is you can put anti-air missiles on it, like air
Yep.
missiles.
Radar.
So that's funny.
How
Doesn't
effective is
have
that?
radar. It mounts Iglos.
Heat seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidewinder equivalents, but yeah, see those and air's operating in the area, and you can't tell which weapon. Just maybe let them know.
Yeah. Hey, you got a Kasaka or something like that. Now, I'm gonna ask these two right here at the same time.
Who are these two?
What are these two?
I
This
take it-
these two helicopters.
That question directed at me.
Yes, Minnie.
K50.
Which
Yeah.
one's the K50?
The single seater.
Okay, what's the double seater then?
It's retarded stepbrother.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I got no other answer for you.
K52. Okay.
I mean, the hint was
52
on his
is not the
brother.
retarded stepbrother. 52 is the scarier one.
So,
Yeah.
the 50 is a single-seater. They actually don't fly those anymore. I read the other day they basically phased out the 50.
Favor this.
And they've gone over to the using 28s pretty much.
Yeah.
There are other export nations that still fly the 50, but they're like Egypt.
Yeah. So,
And
K-52. Go ahead, Bilotti.
Oh, and us. We're
Yeah.
the other export nation that flies them.
Yeah. So, single seater, those are really good. They don't have good vision in the cockpit, so just keep that in mind if you're seeing that.
Mhm.
If you get
This
behind
one
it,
has a bit better vision because
Yes.
Tuma.
and it's got the tumor on the top.
Yeah.
Also,
Longbow, basically Russian longbow.
Yeah.
So
The KA-50 does not really have night vision capability
no,
or thermal,
this
which
does.
is nice. This thing can find you. If you're hiding, it will find you.
It sees you
And
when
kill
you're
you.
sleeping. It knows when you're awake.
Delivers
shoved
present
Iglis
These
straight
thought
up your
rockets on the
anus.
side are S8 comms, which means they're armor-piercing HE rockets.
Basically Hydras.
Yeah.
The missiles on the
Spikers.
side are Vickers, laser-guided.
And
Basically Hellfire.
Tank
same
killers.
thing on there. It's just that one they have the the anti-air missiles on that one. So
Yeah, these are
They,
Iglis.
they strapped a couple Iglos onto a fucking
Yeah.
helicopter and said, there you go.
Russians strap Iglos onto everything, dude.
I know.
we tried it
Ridiculous.
with the Apache. It didn't go so well. So
No, but the Marines still put fucking AIM-9s on the Super Cobra.
all right, guys. Now this is called the Pichola. I think is how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. Pichola or something like that. You see this flying around? This is their drone, basically. So you might see this if they're doing any operations or something like that. If you see this, please let us know, because that means something at a higher level is going on. So just if we see this around, they have the capabilities we do. That's not a good thing. So
It's not armed. It can't hurt you directly, but it can tell other things that can hurt you where you're
where
at.
you are. So
Like the
Like,
2S1 or
I don't-
2S6.
Yeah, like
or...
that whole artillery battery
Or
over
the
there that will
TAWs.
just fuck your shit up.
Or, any fucking aircraft in the fucking AO as well.
all right.
Because it's got a laser on it too.
Camp
so,
Fear, what is this airplane?
Happy Foxbat.
No. What is this airplane? What is the call sign of it, Star? SU-24 is the fencer, I believe, is the
Yeah.
call sign for it. This is the premier strike aircraft, or strike tactical bomber for the Russians.
It's
They
the
export,
aardvark equivalent.
yeah, basically F-111. They export the shit out of this. The Syrians have this. I believe the Egyptians have it. A lot of countries have this.
Everyone and their mother.
Yeah.
Why is
so-
there a lampshade up here?
Why is there an R2-D2 unit? What the fuck's going on?
It's their radar, I believe.
They fucking bedazzled that
radars
radar.
are in the nose
It's either a radar and RWR on the back. So,
by RWR.
yeah.
Should be a lower dome too.
Either that or they're fans of Star Wars.
This does have it does have a lantern equivalent on the bottom too, guys. Just keep that in mind. It's right there. Mainly they'll launch these from Russia or something like that and bring them in. So if you guys see these flying around, please call these out as SU-24s, because Foxbats are something way different, and we'll go over that. But these aren't really a
Yeah.
threat to air. This is more of a threat to us or at a our base and stuff like that. So this is the fencer. So this is that's that aircraft. All right.
I mean, I suspect it flies pretty fucking fast.
yes, it does. It can go.
So
Mach
what's the
something.
chances of me being able to fucking PID it if it just buzzes my ass in a split second?
You might be able to though, or you might see
Hey, look,
it on
it's the
an
radar.
airfield. So
It flies
What
with
this
its nose
one
open.
is-
what is this one, Zach?
It's not a lion. It's not a tiger.
This is the Badger.
Badger.
See, yeah, that is way too small to be fair.
Basically the Russian version of a P-52.
Not even
even-
good.
What? No.
Ew.
The Canberra, I believe, was the equivalent.
Yes.
Was the B-57, actually, or no, the whatever the Canberra was.
Yeah,
Probably.
B-57.
It's meant to be piloted by midgets.
No.
Christ,
It's
So-
I'm
meant
all
to
around in
be.
that fucking
It's meant
It
to be
was an
piloted
early
by
attempt at a
Soviets,
supersonic naval
who
bomb.
are essentially midgets because they don't have enough food to grow properly.
So, this one, what's kind of scary about this
Your fucking
is
legs stick out.
the thing about this aircraft, guys, is the big missiles on the sides.
It's
And
because
it's
he
also
grew
got
up
a
with
cannon,
enough food.
I believe.
Yes. Cannon here.
Those are anti-ship missiles, aren't they?
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are.
There is nothing land-based that needs that big of a
Because
missile.
Arma is Arma, there is one more thing you guys need to worry about. It's back here.
Got it.
Tail gun?
Yes,
It's
there's
the
tail
tail gun.
gun. And
There's-
they will use this on you guys,
That's a
by the
belly
way.
gun.
That's the
There's a
belly
tail
gun.
gun
This
there.
is the
They'll
tail gun.
also
They-
use that on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can use both.
Yes.
And there is also a dorsal gun. If they roll slightly, they can use that on you too. So
So this turns into a gunship, okay, basically. That's the threat to you guys. Now, if we were on a boat map or something like that, and we have the fleet running around, and you see these get launched or something, that's like, hey, Odin,
Come for the fleet.
they're coming for the fleet, boys, kind of thing. All right.
yeah,
Yeah. This one right here, I will let Cash talk about.
fire.
Here's
Yeah, follow Bellotti.
Over here.
Yeah, follow Bellotti. But go ahead, Zach.
This is why they call it the backfire. Because
the
there's
back
a
is
lot of fire in
The back is just fire. That's it.
They also
This
have a
thing
gun
is
here.
Stupid fast naval bomber.
And an astromech.
You know, not something you have to super worry about on the ground. Because it's not that likely that they're gonna send one of these after a fucking commando squad. They're more gonna send this after an air base, an armored battalion, a naval fleet.
Nice, big, juicy targets.
But call it the fuck out because it's
They're sending it after an airbase, a naval
Hey, I
fleet.
just had something scorch across the sky overhead. I think it's coming for you guys.
Yeah, this was designed, so just to kind of give you guys some history about the backfire. This was designed to kill aircraft carriers during the Cold War. That was literally its job. Was basically called the kitchen missile, and they would just fucking be a missile truck and fly really, really fast to about 200 miles from a battle group, and then just launch, and they'd fly like 6 or 7 of these loaded with missiles, and then they would just launch them.
more than that.
That's
And
why
then
we have the Tomcat.
Yeah, the F-14's job was to fucking murder these before they got close to the fleet.
Yes. So
Mhm.
you can thank this aircraft for the F-14. So. Any questions
of-
on the backfire?
Because the
Speaking
backfire was
of
not big enough, they took
big fuck off fast.
they took
things,
two of
yeah.
them and strapped them under the wings of this guy.
And here we have the Blackjack.
The Russian
Basically a
version of the
knockoff of
fucking
the Lancer.
B1.
The
It's really-
B1A, actually, if I remember, they used the A for the A stuff, not the Bravos. So
Once again, not terribly likely to come after you guys. It's probably going to be a strategic target, but call it out. So it can be fucking murdered in the face.
it's good to know what it is. So
Oh, if they send one of these things after us, we severely pissed somebody off.
Yeah, pretty much.
somebody at a high level probably could.
There we go. There's the double problem.
Here we go, and over here.
This is the bear.
Oh, I need to put the transports down. I forgot about those.
We've
Yep.
got,
But a lot of you
Well,
want to
if
put them
we
down,
look
you get them.
if we look here, and if we look across the road, we've got
do you
two
mind?
different variants of bear.
Oh yeah, these are the ones.
Because I
was
never
thinking of
remember which
earlier.
ones are which.
So, this one is the one that's gonna come
No,
and
the
kill your
transports.
ass.
Oh,
That's the one going for the base.
Nope, that's
yeah, I got them.
basically that is the Russian Navy's bear. This is the Russian Air Force's bear. The difference is
Has anyone got a stinger?
Being buzzed by a fucking A10.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I was considering getting that fucking 23.
See, the Navy fucked theirs and got it pregnant.
this one
What is this, a
This-
sack?
right here is a radar housing. it's meant to fly around, and every so often that'll turn on because it's trying to find a carrier formation or a convoy or something. So this is a recon bear. This one isn't as big a deal because they're more concerned with finding shit than they are with killing shit.
Also use bears in ASW.
Yeah, this is the ASW one as well. So this thing is just kind of dropping sonobuoys and torpedoes. It's not a huge threat to you guys or us.
Yeah.
It's just kill it at our convenience. That one over there. So basically, no big bump, kill it.
What the
That
fuck?
was the tail gun. Those will fuck you up.
Tail gun will fuck you up, yes.
By the way, Russian bombers have a tendency to have tail guns.
Yes.
Most of them do.
They're essentially just a ZSU to
Because
stuff
fuck it, why
in the
not?
butt. Because why not?
Basically, if it's got a big bump, let somebody know, but don't really worry too much about it. No big bump, kill it now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the heavy bombers. I'll let somebody else deal with the fighters because
Now with the fun
By the
stuff.
way, bears are supersonic despite being fucking turboprop.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because they just have
They're-
that much engine power.
They are also as loud as fuck.
Alright,
Yes.
guys.
If there is one thing they're not, it's stealth.
Correct.
This is the Su-34. This is code name for NATO is the fullback. This is the Russian. Basically, what they did is they took a flanker and they said, we want to make a bomber out of it. So
Yeah.
instead of
fat
sitting
flanker.
front to back two-seater, they sit side to side like you do like in an A6. And they now use this pretty extensively in their Air Force. It is exported like fucking crazy. There's other variants. I believe the MKI, which is the Su-30, is a fighter variant. It's very similar to this. You know,
The
so this
30,
is Su-34.
yeah.
So
It
Alright.
still looks retarded. That side-to-side seating. No matter what country does it, still looks retarded.
It's so fat.
now this
I
is the
know.
Su-27 Bravo. Now the Su-27s, you don't need to be super specific.
This is a 30.
Yeah, you
it a
fucked that
30?
up, well. Yeah.
Oh, it is a 30. Okay, there's a 27 Bravo too, by the way. in the
Right over
back.
here.
But there's the two-seater, which is the 30, and then the 27 is there. So I believe it's this one's the naval variant. If I remember, there's one of them. It's the naval variant, or they have a naval variant. But
Yeah,
there
they
is.
put
These
that
are
one out.
basically fighters.
33 and 35 are the most common naval variants. I think there is a naval variant of the MiG-29, but it's weird.
So yeah, basically these are fighters. Let us know if these are coming around, because that's something where if you see what they're flying around in, if they're flying those, they probably need to get the heck out. You know.
Well,
'cause
and they're also, they can also be an attacker though. So
Yeah. be aware of that too.
they're the Russian F-18. They can do it all.
Holy roll. Well, 15,
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I
kind of.
You know what I mean though. They can
Yeah. They're multi-roll.
full they're full
That's
Most of the time though, they
27B.
run as interceptor.
Yep. So you guys should know what this one is.
Look, the F-10.
Was the Yars on the bottom?
Yeah.
I think so.
Who knows
That-
the NATO call
that-
sign?
That's
What's
an
the
Su-25.
NATO
That's a
call sign?
truck.
Mini.
Front foot.
Okay, good.
Get it
And
from me.
it's T. It's the one that has the fucking night vision.
This night vision is basically an upgraded.
The
Yeah,
T
10T.
doesn't have night vision by default. However, if it's carrying the Mercury pod, it has essentially thermal on the bottom.
Okay, well, there we go.
It can also carry a Eland pod, which gives it sea capability.
Yeah. So now we're getting into the Fulcrum series. So, that should be the 29.
35.
That's the 29 over there. This is the 35.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the export variant right here, guys. So we might see other countries use this. The 35 is what they export.
This is the
29
MiG
is
35.
mainly what they're using. So. But
There is
But
also
again-
an SU 35, which is different.
Once again, fighters call it out to air.
And lastly, down here, but not least, at least for the fighters, this is the MiG-25. There's also the MiG-31. Okay. There's the Foxbat and the Foxhound. So the
Boom.
Fox.
No? No sound?
Died. No, there was
Worry
sound.
about
You
it.
said boom.
Yeah. So
There it is.
MiG 25. This is one of the fastest planes that we'll probably ever see, guys. So this is the Foxbat. The 31 is the Foxhound. Okay. These are interceptors. These also carry seed munitions. So if we have anti-air or anything, they use these in seed missions a lot because they can outrun the missiles, or at least try. These were built originally to kill the XB-70, the Valkyrie. Because these things can go about Mach 3. So when we found out about these, we stopped making the Valkyrie. That's why it got canceled. So these aircraft are what did that. The Russians mainly use this now to kill satellites. They'll use them to intercept and go up in orbit and launch satellite missiles. So that's what they do nowadays.
Yeah, this is half of what killed the Valkyrie.
There's the boom.
And F-104 was the other half of what killed the
Yes.
Valkyrie. Stupid F-104 ruins everything.
Oh god.
Alright, but yeah, that's that. So we're gonna head back here, boys and girls.
Hey, look, cancer.
It's an A50.
Mini,
Yeah.
Where's an A30?
NATO code. What's the NATO code? What's the name?
I know it, but I'm not gonna say
AWACS.
it.
Okay.
That's its role.
It's its role, you're right. What's the name?
I'm calling it the
Wait, you mean it's not meant to put a flying saucer into orbit?
Rotated.
It's called the Mainstay.
Okay, yeah, I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, right? So this has been their AWACS for basically 30, 40 years now, pretty much.
I dare you could say it's the mainstay of their AWACS.
Yep. This is on an IL-76 body, as you guys probably can't tell. And they've just added all the radar and stuff in there, so if you guys see these things, so, yeah,
And then
there
there's
you
the
go.
A10 being sluggish. Yeah, that's basically. It's the C for fucking Family Guy with Stewie.
I'm highly tempted to go get
But
it.
yeah, mainly this is going to be all radar. There shouldn't be any issues with this.
I have a
Firefight,
glandular
we
problem.
don't need that right now.
Oh look, Airbus.
You just reminded me that it's possible to buy a fucking tour.
I didn't put the 225 down because they don't really have them, and there's
Well,
only
they
two of them
don't.
world.
They don't
Yeah.
use them frickin' militarily.
They use
them
these, though.
commercially.
This is the AN-24,
D5, basically.
basically a
One
C5.
too far.
4 engines. It can. They usually carry the big vehicles with this, as you can see.
Haha, nose.
Yep. Watch the ramp. Yeah, you can put tanks and stuff in here. So if you see this, hey, there's probably going to be some big
Ah, denied.
denied.
If you see this, it's probably touched down on an airfield and is unloading.
Yeah. If it's in civilian markings, let's guys get pictures of it, and then we'll run it up the chain and see what we can find. That's going to be the big thing because they could use
This is
contractors
civilian
and stuff.
markings, by the way.
Mm-hmm. By default.
Volga Nipma. What's that?
The nose closing.
Oh, there it is.
That's the one thing about these aircraft. You can operate the doors and stuff from outside.
AN-12B.
Hey, Waller, shut up for a second. We're still
Yeah.
catching up.
I know. Everybody here?
Looks like we're good now.
AN-12B,
Nine.
as you guys can see, it's on the side here. This is AN-12. This is basically, I would probably compare this to the C-130. It's the best kind of comparison you can make here. This is the civilian version, so it is not going to be armed. It shouldn't be.
There are
But-
ones that are.
Yes, the military version, there is a gun turret in the back here on the tail.
I mean, all they've really got to do is pop that piece off, pop the turret in, and it's Arma. Because the cabin's still there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's it. Nope.
what's up?
I'm playing this game.
Don't
back
shoot the
left.
A10. Please don't shoot the A10.
Hey, guys, can you stop antagonizing people, please?
So
Antagonizing the people, I'm assuming that was for us up here.
Yep.
We're doing PID tests up on the sky.
Okay. Everybody, please. Don't. Thank you.
Self-control, children. Self-control.
Yes, please.
I don't know. They could use an RWR test.
So again, here's another EN12. So yeah, transport. They use this for vehicle. They can put some vehicles in the back. Mainly, you're going to see this for airborne stuff.
What?
If they're not using helos. So
Because it's Arma. I don't know.
but yeah, EN12s. So you'll see these a lot. Now this is the big transport plane we use for our vehicles, but we might see this as well, guys. This is the Mavis, I believe is what is the call sign for that. That is actually known as the Cub. So, this is the Mavis.
Keep in mind, we'll always try and have ours in like that M81 looking camo.
What's interesting about this aircraft, as you guys can tell, it's got the same setup as the Bear does, so these can actually go pretty fast.
Horsepower for days too.
Yeah.
They're also loud as balls.
And they are allowed as balls.
Yep.
So.
If you see those flying over their bait, the Russians basically swinging their nutsack saying,
Yeah.
come on, give it a go.
So, this one is the 78. There is the 76 as well, but it's not currently working, so we'll probably see these a lot. This is their version of the C-17, pretty much. That's what I'm going to compare it to.
May, isn't it?
It should be the May, I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it is the May.
Also only uses the refueler.
Yes, refueler, and they do have mainstays now. Like I said, the mainstay basically uses the same frame. So this is kind of their jack of all trades with their big airplanes. So you'll see these a lot. These will be used a lot for their paradrops and things like that too. They'll tend to use these more than the 12s, because they can deliver more guys on target. So that's basically it for the PID course, guys. You guys have any questions? Comments, concerns, anything like that?
When's that A10 coming back?
Please don't shoot the airplanes. They're doing work too, guys. So
Okay.
yep.
Thought we were playing fuck games.
No, they are not playing fuck games. They're actually doing something. So.
They're doing aerial PID.
So, that's basically it, everything here, guys. If you have anything, if you want to go through anything, go for it. I don't have anything else really planned today because it's already 6. So, my time or 7. So, tomorrow for sure we will be doing some FTXs. So we'll be doing stuff. And for the guys that joined late, there is new uniforms and helmets. As you can see, I'm modeling one of the new ones that's like our camo. There's an Ops Core and a Mitch.
Bowler has the Ops Core. I'm currently wearing the Mish.
Got it.
And so
There are a couple different camos, but
yes,
if you're looking for them, it's literally just Ops Core and Mitch, and it has the little puzzle piece icon.
would you guys like to helis back to the arsenal?
What was that?
Play with kits. They're Canther.
Hello. I'm good, kit-wise.
I'd say I'd make sure everybody's good to go with the new camos and make sure everything's good. So
Yeah, well, you good with your kit? You've got acre
I
radios
just
and
need
all
to
that.
save it, honestly. I
Oh,
think that's all
yeah,
I
need
gotta
to do that too.
Acre radios?
all right.
It's multicam.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna... Well, they
Well, there's 2 ways to get back to the arsenal quickly.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna take. Okay, Scott, I think. So.
Did they bomb it?
I don't know, or if it was the missiles. It might have been the missiles.
Those were going out in the ocean, so.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing he wasn't teleported before he pulled the trigger.
There we go. Boink.
Right in front of my face, Star. Really? Right in front of my damn face. Am I a joke to you?
Quick question. Next round of missions, deployment, or whatever you guys want to call it.
Fucking.
What are the weapon systems we're going to be able to employ as far as 5.56, 5.45, PDWs? What are we allowed to bring? We're going to make loadouts for each.
So you got your 416s, you have your the G series we were running.
1 second, I'm going to get closer. I can't hear you over the gunfire.
Yeah. So we have the 416s.
Okay.
We have the G3s for our 762. We have the G33s for our 556 as well as another option. I'm not sure what the consensus is on the AKs.
Neither am I, to be honest.
I think they're just in the pack. MG is we got.
Probably not going to be bringing an MG.
Yeah, you
or if
got
I
the
do,
fucking launcher.
I'll make a custom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You
just
wouldn't be
curious
carrying
what
it.
you guys were wanting for like 762,
Well,
5.56, and all that.
that would be a quick.
If you do have to carry an MG, it'll probably be a 5.56 one, in which case the 27 IAR works.
Channel switch.
I don't wanna step on toes, Cancer. I'm bringing an MG. I'm bringing that 240 I showed you guys earlier. That was probably laser gun.
Depends on the situation.
Channel.
Because that 240 was fucking